Figured since I had some extra half-dollar boxes, I'd go ahead and hunt them. Now, I'm not expecting to find any silver in these boxes. These boxes have not been chosen for any of the last few weeks, or we had that dropped box from my Friday stream that I had to put in a new box, so I've already seen all the enders, but we haven't checked the enders. That being said, I'll be using my Clad Coinage Varieties map because I'm expecting to mostly be hunting for any of the varieties or NIFCs, proofs, foreigns, things like that that could be found in these boxes. So with all that being said, let's hunt these half-dollar boxes. Hey everybody, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and like I said in the intro, I've got about 100 rolls of half dollars to hunt through. Figured I'd go and hunt them for you guys. Maybe we can come across some varieties. Maybe we can find a proof that I can't seem to find during the streams. Maybe we'll get lucky and find a silver or two. Now the bottom box, like I said, was the dropped box, and I explained it during my stream, but I had to take all the rolls that he put in a bag for me and put them in another box, and it did fill it up. None of the rolls are damaged. When we get to that box, I'll show it to you, but I use a different box just so I can keep them organized for the hunt. Now, LW2 box is a sealed box, but we have not done well at this bank lately, so figured I'd just grab this one since the sister box was a skunk. Let's go ahead and crack it open right now and see if we have any possible cool enders that we may have missed for a chance during the stream. And as expected, I don't see anything that says this is going to be a great box, but we've got to look inside the rolls to see if there's something good. We do have some lucky string here. I don't know what that means, but maybe it's lucky. All right, you guys know the drill. I'll be using my Clad Coinage Varieties mat and, of course, my scope to get up close and personal on the screen to check for those varieties I mentioned earlier. I'll bring you in if and when we have a first find. Well, roll 13 of the LW2 box is going to give me some silver. I just cracked it open, saw this edge right here, and sure enough, you can tell it's going to be a 40%er, 1968D. Roll 13, 140, found in the box. Same roll, and we have an NIFC, our first one of the box as well, 2006. Still the same roll, and the very last coin of the box, which was reverse facing, is another NIFC, 2015. Could be a good box. Roll 15, third NIFC, 2010. Same roll, NIFC number 4, 2005. If I run into a lot of NIFCs, I won't film them all, but I will film some of them, especially the ones from 2018 on forward. Roll 33, just grabbed it out of the box. It is a 2012 NIFC, and we did add a 2016, so we have 5 NIFCs, plus that'll make 6, 1 silver so far. Well, we finished hunting that LW2 box, and you know what? I'll take it. We did get a silver 40%er and 7 NIFCs. So not a bad box overall. And this is the box that was dropped at the bank, and they put all the rolls in a bag, so I had to use a box. Again, we've already seen, or I've already seen at least, there were no enders on this one. At least none to speak of. So I'm going to start cracking into rolls on this box next, and we'll add to the board. Hopefully, we find some more silver, but most importantly, we're still looking for another variety to add to the books. Well, roll 5 of the F5 dropped box is going to have a proof, and we could have used this the last couple of streams. 1991S. Not in the best shape, but a proof nonetheless, and one we've been looking for. We're on roll 13, and one of the half-dollar varieties I always look for is the 72D, no FG. FG is the designer's initials, and they're located right below the right leg of the eagle. We've got a 72D on the screen, and as you can see, the FG is missing, and it's missing because the die workers had, or the mint workers I should say, had over-polished the die and took away the FG. This is in terrible shape, and in this condition, it doesn't fetch much money, but it's definitely a 72D, no FG. We'll take it. First variety found, along with the proof in box 2. Roll number 40 of this second box, and we're going to have another proof. 1984. So we've got 2 proofs, we've got a 72D no FG, and now we have 9 NIFCs. I didn't bring in on those because it's just NIFCs, but we added 2 more in this box. We got 10 rolls and a partial here. Will we get anything else? Well, that's going to do it for this 2-box $half hunt, and you know what? I will take it. It was not a bad one. We got 9 NIFCs, and we got a couple of more modern ones, 15 and 16s, which I could use for my sets. We also got a 72D no FG. It's in terrible shape, but I will take it all day, every day. I've only found a handful of these, and this one is pretty much a no-doubter to me. I mean, I'm sure it would get the designation, but it won't be submitted for grading in that condition. 2 proofs, a 91S and an 84S. Not in extremely terrible shape for being in circulation and their age, but not the greatest condition either. And then we ended up getting 1 silver. It was in box 1. I'll take it. It's only 40%, but it's more silver for my stack. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this 2-box hunt. I know I did. Anytime you can get proofs, varieties, and silver, it's always a good hunt. We were 190% off of filling the board. Still, was a fun hunt, and I'm happy to have done it. If you did enjoy this 2-box hunt, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting. And thanks for watching. The good news is we get to add some more silver to the 2020 silver jar.